Donald Trump may want to make America great again, but now one of the country's largest atheist organizations using his slogan to target Christmas.
The new billboard campaign encouraging Americans to make Christmas great again, skip church. The organizers claim that their message is not anti-Christian.
I'm scratching my head right now. Here to explain their argument, American Atheist National Program Director Nick Fish. Nick, why is it making America great skipping church?
Well, so we're not saying make America great again. We're saying make Christmas great again. The thing that most people tell us they like about Christmas, spending time with their family, having a great meal, giving gifts to your kids, singing carols, all those things don't really have anything to do with religion. Those are all, things that lots of people do, including the non-religious.
What about "O Come Ye Faithful"? That is lots of people.
So, Nick, why do you care if people go to church, and why are you offended if people go to church?
Oh, I'm not offended at all. I want to
Why are you telling people
really
to skip
clear.
church?
So what we're doing is reaching out to people in these communities who feel pressure to go to church, who maybe don't believe in the religious component of things. We want people to know in these communities who feel alone that they're not, and that there are tons of atheists.
That you can stay home and be alone, not be with other people.
Well, not be alone, but be with your family, be with your friends, do all the things you want to do.
Are you afraid about the parking at church? Are you afraid that people are going to be searching?
Nick, what pressure to go to church?
Right.
Well, I think a lot of people raised in religious households who maybe come back from school, come back from college, you come back and you don't believe that stuff anymore.
So you're targeting
or
young people.
Young people are 40% of young people. 40% of people under the age of 30 in this country are non-religious. That number is growing. It's a quarter of all Americans.
But isn't it just traditionally how it goes? You're a young person. If you grow up in a Christian or a religious family, you go to church with the family, then you go away to college or you get a job for a couple of years, you just stop going to church, and then when you have kids, generally, you move to the suburbs, a lot of people start going to church.
Maybe, but the numbers just aren't showing that out. 25% of all Americans now are non-religious. That number is up from about 15% 10 years ago. So it's just huge growth.
If you don't believe, you were telling us during the commercial break that you believe when you die, there's nothing else after that. It's over. So why do you care if Christians find hope and love and peace when they go to church? If you believe there's nothing else out there, why do you spend all your time worrying about that?
I don't spend all my time, telling Christians not to go to church. I want to tell people who are no longer Christians, people who don't believe anymore, that they don't need to keep going to church. It's okay to be an atheist. It doesn't make you a bad person. I give to charity. I work at Soup Kitchens. I do all those things because I want to help people, not because I'm being promised heaven or threatened hell.
The billboard says, "Make Christmas great again, skip church." All right, make Christmas great again. When was it great?
That would have been a great question to ask Donald Trump too. But
I'm asking you because it's your billboard.
No, absolutely.
So apparently Christmas was great at some point.
Yeah. A lot of the things that we like best about Christmas have nothing to do with the Christian version of the holiday. The giving of the gifts. That's
at your house,
Nick.
That's a thing that when we interviewed people in Times Square, we talked to like 50 people.
At our house, we actually like to go to church.
No, I'm sure
Christmas.
some people do, but the bottom line is that you don't have to do that if you don't want to.
Not. Does it bother you that people are going to go to church
and
don't really want to, would be offended by your billboard that urges people not to?
No, if you're offended and my billboard in some way undermines your faith or ruins your holiday, I have concerns about the depth of your conviction that would undermine your faith.
I commend you for coming on this set to talk about this.
We can't preach to the choir. I can't just preach to the choir.
No, but let me just say, I don't think that's the case.
There is no choir with atheists.
I think Christians feel sorry for people that haven't seen what we have seen
but that's
in
the
church.
thing. A lot of people, most of the people who are atheists, in fact, were raised in religious households.
Yeah, I know.
I wasn't, but that's...
Do you think the church has done you a disservice? Because maybe there's a disconnect. I'm sorry you had such a bad experience.
I didn't have a bad experience. That's the thing.
Why didn't you like it? Because I love to go.
The best way to make atheists is to read the Bible, and so that's what people tell us. They read the Bible.
You feel lonely as an atheist, and you want more atheists. Does it make you feel good to create more atheists?
No, listen, I've got tons of friends. I've got a really loving family, and spending time with them and doing those things on the holiday, that's what I really care about.
Nick, there are so many people watching that are praying for you right now.
I know, because I get their tweets and I get their messages telling me that I'm going to go to hell, and that's a little depressing.
Can you come to church with me? Come to Christmas with my family. Come to church with me. I care about you.
I think my mom would be a little disappointed if I didn't come home for Christmas this year. Quite honestly.
So that 90 minutes you're at church, you're concerned that that could be productive family time. That's why you made. I'm just trying to get. Why did you make the billboard?
Well, we made the billboard to have a conversation.
But atheists know not to go to church. They don't need a billboard.
Those of us, the atheists, know. Those of us who work at American Atheists know. But the person sitting in Monroe, Louisiana,
might not know they're an atheist.
No, they know they're an atheist, but they're sitting there quietly saying, "Oh, I think I'm alone. I don't want to say anything. I'm nervous about that."
And what you do every year about this time is you buy billboards to get this conversation
That's
started.
Exactly right.
And you have stirred the pot today.
Yes.
And you call
Email us, let us know what you think about it.
You called it an atheist Christmas, but that's an oxymoron.
What's the day on his calendar?
Saturnalia, Saturn, Thor's Day, Thursday. Right. We don't honor Julius Caesar in July.
I wish you a very Merry Christmas, and I hope you'll take me up on my offer.
All right, Nick Fish.
You were loved, and I'm praying for you, my dear.
She's saying you can date her. Go to church with her.
She's married. She's married.
I got to go back to Michigan, guys. My mom would kill me.
All right.
All right.
Nick, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.